some of our friends, devotees requested, they wanted to know more about this Uttarayana, because when the sun moves into this Capricorn, that is Makara, that is why Makara Sankranti, that is the movement, that is for the change. But Swami says what the change should be, the really change in our hearts. And this is the time after this, Uttarayana starts. So this is the time Swami gave so much importance. Actually, in 1948, at Sankranti days, Swami founded the Prashanti Nilayam as a center to disseminate his love, his message, and supreme peace to the world. So that is the importance. And Swami says this is the time great saint and sage and warrior Bhishma Pitamaha was waiting to leave his body, this Uttarayana time. He was on a bed of arrows for 58 days because he was waiting this auspicious time. That is the significance that is given. And Swami talked about this one time in Sai Vrindavan, and he shared an incident actually about a deer which was getting old and sick, how Swami gave it liberation on the Bhishma Ekadashi time, this Uttarayana time, taking the deer into his lap and it breathed his last. So this is a very auspicious time when people are supposed to start all good works, temple construction or pujas, yajnas, yagas. But why is it important? Because sun moves northward. So northward means in particularly in Bharat, we know it is what is there in the north, Himachala, Himalayas. And Swami beautifully gave the inner significance. Himalayas have three important things. These mountains are clad by snow, so which is white. And the second thing is it is cool when you touch it. And the third, Achala, these mountains is steady, they don't move. Similarly, for all human beings, more so for all spiritual seekers, one quality is this whiteness, this purity, sattvic nature. That is very important. He says all the spiritual practices we do, we sing bhajans, we do this right now scriptural study, or we do selfless service, all this is for purifying the heart. That is why called chittasya shuddhaye karmanaha. Everything we do to purify the heart. Why? Because once you purify the heart, you realize God. That is why Swami says purity is enlightenment. The minute you are pure, you are in the presence of God. That is why even Jesus Christ said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they see God. So the first quality is this snow is pure, the whiteness indicates purity. This purity is, a lot of people watch outside purity. Suchi, we call suchi is antar suchi, bahir suchi. So a lot of us can do the outside cleanliness of the environment, which is also important, the place where you worship, where you are home, at work. But more important is inner cleanliness. Get rid of all our negative qualities like desire, anger, greed, attachment, pride, and jealousy. And how do we do that? With the help of the practice of the 5 human values: truth, right conduct, peace, and love, non-violence. The main thing is love. So love is the answer for everything. So it is the undercurrent for all 5 human values. Second thing is it is cool. It's not hot, it is cool. So Swami says, be cool. So always we need to be cool and calm. There is a phrase also people use. So spirituality is reflected in calmness. That is why even Lord Krishna in Gita says, Samatvam yoga uchyate. Equal-mindedness is yoga. So Swami also said samadhi. People said, oh, he went into samadhi state, dharana. Samadhi, that means you are equal states. That is why even in his letter, Swami wrote to his brother May 25th, 1947, there he wrote, people who are devoted to me, they are equal-minded, whether it is profit, loss, honor, dishonor, criticism, or praise. It doesn't bother them. They're always cool. cool and calm. That is very important. Always be happy, not being disturbed by these ups and downs of life, because that is part of life. Second is cool. Third is achala, not moving. Steady, always be steady, because we also talked about people always move. Physically also don't move too much and talk too much, verbose. That is, they saw one of Swami Shivananda said that is called verbal diarrhea. People get diarrhea. The other side is people who talk, chatter a lot, goes on talking, that will drain your energy. That is verbal diarrhea. And then keep the mind also too much. Sometimes people may be still, they may not talk. That mind will be always talking, chattering. So there is too many jumping, my thoughts here, there, everywhere. So you need to have that stillness, steadiness, like a mountain, like Himalayas. But the more important, Swami says, this steadiness should be the faith. Your faith should be steady. That's why even Shidi Avatar, he said, Nishta Saburi. Nishta is very important, that faith. And Swami said that. So faith in what? Faith that Swami is our God. We experience that. Don't we ever go to other guru, that place, this place. We should have steady faith first that there is God, and then we have experienced Him in this avatar. Second, we should have faith in what He says in His teachings. Whether the teachings of Gita, scriptures, Shastras, Vedas, we should have faith in the scriptures. Third, most important is we should faith in oneself, Atma Vishwasam. So faith in other things is finally that is why it is people translate it as self-confidence. People, hey, I have a lot of self-confidence. That means I'm a big shot, I'm very smart, I'm intellectual, I'm strong. That is little self. That is, you are confident in your body. I'm a strong man, I'm very smart, scholarly man, I'm very powerful, I'm very wealthy. That is all little self. That is why it is wrong translation. In English, there is no translation. Atma Vishwasam means you have confidence that you are the Atma. That is the confidence one should have. Hey, I am Atma. That is the translation. But when you translate in English, there is self-confidence. But that little self, it is not. The big self, big yes. So this is the thing when you have, then this is the time of the period when a spiritual practices you do, you experience it. Once you experience, you get transformed and you experience the divinity and you live in bliss. That is why this period is very important, and Swami emphasized a lot of good works are done during this time.